Hello? There you go.
Now it's working. All right. I don't need
I
that.
don't think we, oh, yeah, we do need a lavalier.
For the pitches.
Yeah, for the pitches. we
Yeah,
need it.
so then that way they're not.
Okay. Yes, we do need it. Just one lavalier, just one, because we'll switch it out each time.
Trying to decrease the volume of that. It might be too loud.
Want me to try it?
Yes.
All right, here you go.
That's good, right?
Can everybody hear me? Is it too loud?
No, it's perfect.
All right. It's perfect.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get started then. So, good evening. I'm Nora Habig, and I'm the regional president for M&T Bank for our central and western Pennsylvania region. And first and foremost, let me say a huge congratulations to all the participants in our program. Tonight, you officially graduate from the M&T Bank Small Business Accelerator Program. Just a few short weeks ago, you came here with maybe just an idea, or maybe you started a small business, and through the program, you've had an idea, taken that idea, and you've combined it with skills that now are going to allow you to run your business more effectively, or maybe get your business off the ground. Entrepreneurship, as you all well know, it's not working. Oh, now it's working again. Okay, back and forth, back and forth. Entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. It takes guts to chase a dream, to pitch an idea, and to keep it going even when you have doubts. You've done a lot of the hard work. You've asked tough questions, and you've probably learned more from your mistakes than from your wins. It's a bit of a metaphor for life. Hopefully, during the last several weeks, you learned how to take your unique business idea and build a business plan. You've also likely learned to adapt even through some worries and maybe some sleepless nights. But here's the thing. The world needs people like you. The world needs people who see an opportunity or a problem and think, I have an idea for that. We need people who don't just wait for permission to take their idea and make something great with it. I'm very proud to tell you, for those who are in the pitch contest tonight, that M&T Bank will again provide $10,000 in prize funding for our pitch competition winners. So make those pitches really good. This reflects our investment, reflects our deep commitment to empowering, supporting, and growing small businesses throughout our region. I also want to thank the M&T Bank team who supported you throughout this whole program for your leadership and the coordination. It takes a lot, including getting the food ordered. And thank you also to the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. This program just would not be available to all of you without them. So, as we kick off the events for this evening, it has been our honor to work with you. And as you head out from here, keep your ideas big, but stay focused. And maybe most important, keep your network really strong. All the people who you met through this program, the M&T staff, the subject matter experts who came in and taught different parts of the program, and each other. These are all people who have a vested interest in your success. Keep them close. So in closing, congratulations, keep creating, keep building, and most important, enjoy the ride. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Gail D'Angelo so she can introduce our fabulous panel of judges.
Thank you, Nora. Thank you for being here and for those great remarks. That's all. Okay. So we're going to get started, but let's first.
There's 8 pitches, so it'll be 8 people.
Need this? Yes. Okay. I used to be a cheerleader, so I don't have a problem projecting my voice. Don't worry about that. So this evening, with us this evening. Never seen or heard any. We love that they don't have any involvement in anything that you're going to be talking to them tonight about. So that was very important to us. First, let me introduce John Skigelski. Ski, as we like to call him, is the president of the Harrisburg Area Community College. He's also a speaker, author, and was one of the first of his family to get a college degree and many, many other accolades beyond that. So thank you, Ski, for being with us this evening.
Anything for you.
Oh, it wasn't for me?
And Madonna.
Okay.
Ski.
And then next we have Mary Oliveira. And Mary is the president and CEO of the Whitaker Center for Science and Arts. She has been dedicating and working to inspire through curiosity, exploration, and lifelong learning. She's very well known in this area, has held several different positions within our market, which includes some time at the Chamber, and at PSCU and at Color and Culture. So, Mary, thank you so much for being with us today. Next, we have Crystal Markle Timmons. She is the owner-founder of BGL, which stands for Bossy Girl Leadership. Crystal is a nationally recognized leadership and culture consultant. She works with many organizations to help them find kind of their flow, and she calls herself a chief people officer. So she works to build cultures that perform. She's advised global firms and has helped small businesses scale with soul and strategy. If you've ever had an opportunity to hear Crystal speak, she does a great job. We love her. This is the end of her bio. Her story is raw, real, and relentlessly resilient. So, love it. Thank you, Crystal. Our friend, Mr. John Campbell. John is a retired M&T and Wilmington Trust individual who left us last year, I think it was, and I think he's been doing a significant amount of golf since he's been since he's left. So John was a wealth advisor for our Wilmington Trust, and then he also worked with small businesses to help them build wealth through our small business center. He has a certified financial planner designation, and he also holds several other I don't even want to say them all, like it's a series 24, 766. He's a smart guy. If you need some investment advice, talk to John. Thank you. And last but not least is Deetra, which her thing is missing somewhere, but that's okay, I know Deetra.
Oh, there.
Deetra, thank you. Deetra is a senior vice president and regional affinity manager for M&T Bank. She hails from Baltimore, Maryland, came up to visit with us today. Lead initiatives that equip diverse individuals and entrepreneurs and communities with tools and resources needed to reach their financial goals. So we love Deetra. She's been with the bank since 2008. I thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Okay, so for the purposes of our judges tonight, I hope you can read my... So each one of these individuals is pitching this evening. They have 5 minutes to deliver a pitch. You have 2 minutes to ask questions. These will be timed. So if they're still talking, they won't be talking after 5 minutes. Each number beside the individual's name is their rank and how they're going to be
Are we ready? Well, I'm so excited. It's okay, Gail. Okay, remember, folks, keep your eye on Gail while you're doing your pitch because she will manically be, yeah, okay? So let me introduce Mr. John Bivens. With, as we all know, Bivens Photography, in case you can't tell. Good luck.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You got this. You need to, when you're ready to go to, just say next slide, and I'll go.
You got it. Hello, my name is John Bivens from John Bivens Photography. But before I get started, I want to ask everybody in the room a question. There's something that most of us have with us today, a small device. What is that? A phone. And on that phone, what does that phone do? There's something that relates to me. It takes a picture. I'm going to change that, Dr. Ski, for a moment. It's not just a picture, it's a story. And that's what I make my mortgage. That's how I make my mortgage, by telling stories. So that's what I'm going to talk about for the next couple minutes. Go ahead with the next slide. I'm a black-owned business, and this is all I do. And I try to do it well, and I try to tell a story. Go ahead, next slide. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoops, go back one. In the digital world we live with, emotional touch matters. And what I mean by that is that your story has to reach someone. And why does that story reach someone? Because each of us have something to sell or a service that we provide. And that's what really matters. Next slide, please. My future includes establishing multiple studios. I'm trying to hit the ground, not just running. I want to go a little bit further. I want to open up more than one location. Why? I want a downtown location, but then I want an inner city location. Not everybody has a vehicle. Not everybody has transportation. The majority of us in this room, when we go home, our lights are not going to be turned off, our car is not going to be repoed. But there's those out there who are starting businesses, who are starting things, and they don't have that opportunity. We do. And I want to be able to service that community. Next slide, please. My business addresses a real need, high quality, oh man, let me get off of this and just go back where I'm, for 1 second, sorry. My business establishes a real need, and that need is providing high quality photography and video to each and every one of my clients. The next slide, please. I lead with respect and inclusion, and I tell that story. And that deliverable that I give you is something that you can take and gain customers, gain funding. But more importantly, it is about you. It is about your why. Next slide. My market potential. Harrisburg is the central, or I should say the capital of the Keystone State. Every election, Pennsylvania matters. And in this room, we have been surrounded by people who have everything from sports, from healthcare, you name it. Each of us have the potential to reach this growing crowd and the growing people that are an influx in here. One of the reasons that I started my business, I want to see more people like me. I want to see more people of the black and brown community. It doesn't matter what you do, who you wake up to, who you pray to, who you don't pray to. It doesn't matter. Each of us has a story. And that's why that market potential is there no matter what you do, and I try to reach it all. Next slide, please. What sets me apart is not the fancy camera gear, it's not my equipment or anything else. It's finding out what that why is behind that story. I stepped away, my background, I was a senior solution engineer at Deloitte, and I walked away from that life to take care of my elderly parents. My dad shot 4 times in the first battle of Khe Sanh. After that, most recently, had blood cancer, bone cancer, and kidney cancer. Got over both of them, prostate cancer. I take them to dialysis Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I couldn't work as a 12-hour-a-day engineer and take care of them. My mom passed away about a month and a half ago. And I remember I told you when we first started, I said, your camera does what? Tells a story. That picture is my mom's last breath. My dad was in the hospital, and the moment she passed, I took that picture. So with everything that you do, no matter what your product is, it tells a story, and that's what I try to do, and that's what gets me to go on. There's a video, you can go to my website and click on short films, and you'll see the last interview. Next slide, please. A milestone means nothing unless you're working towards the next one. And for me, whether I win here, whether I lose here, I'm always working for that next one, and that next one is to service each of you and everybody else here. Next slide, please. With that said, thank you so much for everything that has happened here. And why does John Bivens, what would he do with the funding? I would hire others. I want to start a mentorship. This is a clapper board. This is the way I sync multiple cameras and audio equipment. I need to buy a time sync generator. I need to join the Harrisburg Chamber of Commerce, African American Chamber of Commerce. All of that takes money. All of the equipment that I've purchased, $25,000, $40,000 worth of stuff, is out of my pocket. So thank you folks for your time, and thank you for all of your stories. Thank you.
Wait right there, John. I'm going to give the judges an opportunity. Who wants to go first if you have questions for John? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell us a little bit about your financials? How are you doing, financially? Breaking even, making money? I mean, and what's your projected financial growth look like?
As far as within numbers or percentage?
Yeah, just generally.
In general?
Yeah.
This year, now I have a little bit more time on my hand. This year, I'll finally start to turn a profit. I have been kind of breaking even, but my problem was I was always reinvesting my money back into my equipment to keep that edge.
First of all, I just wanted to say it was beautiful the way you started with a question and
Thank you.
involved us and made us feel you. That was really beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I have a question because of how you brought that about. And I want to give you an opportunity to tell us what makes you different from this.
Okay.
How are you different from the stories that we tell with our own devices, and how are you special?
Thank you, ma'am, for that
Absolutely.
question. I'm different because I learned a lesson a long time ago. You're going to hear something in the video world, of photography world, and it's called short, narrow, wide. First, I focus on you, then I go a little bit wider, and then I include the entire room. What makes me different is I made a lot of mistakes, but by making those mistakes, I learned that I need redundancy. I need the equipment. I need the lights. I need the backup audio. I need the clapper board to make sure everything is synced. What makes me different, and also, is that before you would hire me, I want to know what your why is. Why do you need me? What is that reason? And my last thing to add on to that, what makes me different is there's a lot of people doing Google Guides and review. I have 8 million impressions. I have photographed everybody from presidents to most of the major recording artists that are through there, and it's listed within there, ma'am. So thank you for your question. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. On johnbivens.com, and then I'm advertising on Facebook, Instagram, and then a lot of time by word of mouth, and then I just bust my ass to bug everybody and everybody that I can. And that's why I want to use part of the prize money to go to CREDIC and the Chamber. Thank you, John. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to keep it going. Let me pull this up. Next to the stage is Talisa with Womb to World Wellness.
Thank you. I am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Talisa Jackson, and I am the founder of Womb to World Wellness Center, a holistic maternal mental health wellness hub designed to care for the whole woman. Next slide. The inspiration behind my business was birthed from a personal story, I was born from a family that teen pregnancy was the norm, many of my loved ones were mothers before finishing high school, often struggling with untreated anxiety, depression, limited opportunities, and unstable relationships. Seeing these challenges inspired me to be a case manager, where I see these same challenges daily. I knew we needed more than diapers and doctors. We needed spaces where mothers can be seen, heard, and can heal. Next slide. Meet our team. I'm the founder, Talisa Jackson, 5+ years in maternal health care. Jillian Brooks, she's a maternal wellness coach with 10 years in mental health and life coaching. And Dr. Taylor Bryant, a mental health specialist and trauma recovery specialist with 10+ years in life coaching, education, and therapy. Next slide. 1 in 8 moms experience postpartum depression nationwide and in Pennsylvania alone. 20% of those women experience postpartum anxiety or trauma, with 75% of those cases going untreated. These statistics are even higher for minority women who often face culture stigma and systematic barriers. Next slide. Our goals at Womb to World Wellness Center are to be culturally competent with a core focus on women, trauma-informed, focusing not only on mothers, but pregnancy and fertility support, grief and loss, and much more. And our goal is to be community-based, so decreasing child morbidity, accidental deaths, and decreasing emergency rooms and hospital visits per year. Next slide. Some of our services include holistic mental health and therapy services, support groups, sensory rooms, CPR classes, educational opportunities in early childhood development, daycare, a mommy and me pantry, an all-women's gym, meal prep services, and more. Next slide. Our target market are birthing people in our local community and beyond. Low-income women with limited access to comprehensive mental health services and unsupported mothers who navigating motherhood without strong support systems. Next slide. What makes us different? Our innovativeness. There's nothing like us in the world, and our sole focus and purpose in life are for mothers and babies. And our approach is preventative, personal, and powerful. And we're a one-stop shop for all your mental, emotional, and physical needs. Next slide. Our business model includes insurance billing, sliding scale fees, partnerships and grants, and monthly memberships for women who would like to utilize the center without the trauma or therapy support. Next slide. Scaling up for us looks like partnering with colleges where our women can attend to be able to further their education, for college students to be able to come work for us to get opportunities that are interested in maternal medicine, for us to eventually open a residential care center where we can, for more acute mental health crises, and then eventually Womb to World Wellness Center taking over all 50 states and hopefully having centers in as many countries as possible. Next slide. We're asking you to join our movement. The $5,000 prize would not only take our mission from vision to launch, but it would allow us to cover legal and administrative costs to get our business off the ground. It would allow us to hire staff that we need in board of directors, as well as put us in rooms with strategic networking and partnerships. Next slide. At Womb to World, we believe that when you care for the mother, you strengthen the family and ultimately the entire community. In front of you guys there is a sample of one of our Mommy and Me baskets or boxes that each woman that signs up at the center will receive. And sorry, judges, but they can pass it down to you. And then if you don't want to take my word for it, hear from some of the women in the community that I had the opportunity and pleasure to interview. You can press the video. Am I? Okay.
Did you deal with postpartum depression or anxiety?
Yes, I never felt like I got the help I.
Sorry I didn't get to show you guys the video, but yeah, thank you. Of course.
Thank you. So I do have
course.
one statement and one question. I hope that when you're thinking about college partnerships, you'll start with HACC.
I would love to.
Got it. Thank you. The second thing is the monthly memberships. Talk a little about the monthly.
So we will be scaling through therapy services. So that would be one way. If women would like, they would come to the center through insurance and billing. But the monthly memberships would be primarily for women who would like to utilize the center. For our women's only gym, we'll have sensory therapy rooms, so a gardening station, room, a sauna, different things that promote health and wellness that are holistic. So we're not just overly medicating our women, but we're actually getting to the source of what's going on. And then also they'll be able to utilize all of those rooms in the center as well. We'll have meal prep services, fresh juice stations, smoothies, things of that nature. I have not thought about the membership fee quite yet, only because I want to make sure with the financial plan as we're scaling. Thank you. Okay.
So, an impressive breakdown in terms of the start funding.
Thank you.
Operationally focused, but you're mentioning a center, so you're mentioning a physical space, which I think would go beyond the 5,000 or 10,000.
Absolutely.
So can you talk to us a little bit about the plans for that?
Absolutely. The 5,000 will really be the startup that we need to get us off the ground, to get the licensing and things that we need for us to start looking for a center. We do have some centers in mind where we plan to partner with larger corporations, community partners, women's centers, hospitals, and that's where the strategic networking and marketing will come in, where we'll be able to get into some of those mental health coalitions and in some of those rooms with some of our larger partnerships inside of the community. Thank you.
And for number 3, Miss Shamika. Does she have everything? Okay, Miss Shamika with Floyda and Friends. Handing it over to you.
All right, I'm ready. Hello, everyone. My name is Shamika Harris. Tonight, you can call me Mika, and I just wanted to talk to you real quick about my business, Floyda and Friends. I'm super excited to be here, and again, thank you for your time. And I don't have any fancy handouts, but hopefully my presentation helps out. Did you push play? All right, got it. So what if something that happened to you before the age of 7 changed your outcome without you realizing it? Truth is, for a lot of young people, this is not just a possibility, but this is a reality. In fact, 25% of youth will experience childhood trauma, and these traumas could deeply impact their behavior, their overall well-being, their self-esteem. Ranging from acute traumas, single event trauma such as dog bites or car accidents, to more complex trauma such as abuse or neglect in caregiving relationships. As a mother of 6 children who have experienced trauma, I saw firsthand the connection that healing has with moving forward. That's why I created the life-size character Floyda and Friends. We focus on the 3 E's, what are education, emotional health, and entertainment. And we believe combining these elements that kids will not only survive things that happen to them, but they would actually thrive beyond those things. All right, now coming up, our first E we have is education. So with that being said, we will offer live in-person reading sessions. We want to go out into the community. We want to go into the libraries, into the elementary schools, also into the daycares, and just to go ahead and focus on literacy and push that and put Floyda in a visual space. All right, we also have children's storybooks as well as journals. We have a storybook series that is all about fun, birthdays, and we also have a storybook series that is 10 books, and it is about trauma. One of our books being called Mom, I Don't Want to Go. And then we also have an interactive website that also provides resources to parents and educators. So although Florida addresses the children, we want to make sure that when you go onto the website to get the books and things like that, that there are some resources for the parents. Because once you go through something like that, the parents, the people in the community, we have to also be able to help the children, okay? All right, next we deal with the other E, which is emotional health. Now here we focus on trauma, dealing with kids who've experienced fires, dealing with children who have a mother who miscarried. We deal with a lot of these things, but it's hard to see how are the children dealing with. So we also want to put into play a community response team, student volunteer initiative, hopefully with HAC, as we noticed that they recently have come out with a trauma-informed care class. So we would also require our employees to attend that class so we're all on the same page. And we would also hopefully get into a partnership so we can offer some volunteer opportunities to some of those students so we can help each other right in our communities. So when there's a fire and children and youth and things like that, we have nothing to do with placing. We just want to be on scene to be able to help out the children. And once we get scaling and we start to sell more of our content, eventually opening up the first Safe Space Fun Center here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's not just a daycare, it's a safe space for parents, children, the community, where we will also have a live physical presence and place for Florida to be at. So we're super excited about that. And then next, for the last E, we have entertainment. We have a Magical Me music and affirmation series. So this is all I did, write the books. I do have control of the intellectual content. And I also wrote the songs. So the songs are focused on trauma. We also have, again, birthday songs and things like that. And then when it comes to entertainment and how are you guys going to make money? Accessibility, for one. We're going to start with YouTube. Not only do we want to get this message out to our city, but we want this message to be able to go to people. We have the books that range starting as low as $5.99 to go up to $24. We have affirmations. At what age do these children need to speak life into themselves? So we want to teach this. So we will have events for the community. We will show up. We will partner with nonprofit organizations, okay? We will be in the community, online, books, music, wherever you go. So if you don't have money, we can still be there. All right, so just in my conclusion, this is just some of the things that we want to bring to the community. Not only do we offer employment opportunities, as we do have a team for YouTube, we do have a team that we are opening up to help with books. We are trying to reach out to someone in our education to head our education department, just to make sure that our content is sound and it's appropriate for the age groups. So not only does this help the children, this helps the community. It offers opportunities and everything. All right, thank you. Any questions? I think that's good. Hopefully I answered all your questions.
Thank you so much for your presentation. You had mentioned the safe space. Can you just share how will that differentiate from any of the other spaces that parents can take their children? Like what specifically would be different?
What would be different is that we would have staff that are on time, on site for difficult scenarios, difficult children, a place that you can go if the house caught on fire and the Red Cross does take you to the hotels, but the next day the family can show up to the center, get the help, get resources, be able to get support for the children. So a lot of things happen, but I need a place for the children, the younger children, where they can feel safe, where if they need to report that they're not safe around their own parents, we need to train our staff to get that information, because it doesn't have to be, like I said, complex trauma comes from people in caregiving relationships. So we want to build that and make it okay for them to trust other people and know that there are good people and they can be safe in this land. You're welcome.
Can you talk about the staff a little bit?
Yes.
What are the experiences, the credentials, you're dealing with kids, right? So,
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're currently hiring for an educator. We want someone just to head the education part for the students. Now, as far as we have a graphic team, we have Tilly Mac Graphics. So they would do all our YouTube content, make sure that it gets pushed to where it needs to go. We do have a team that goes out into the community just to get some of the marketing done. We also hired an education. We have a lady, her name is Sandra. She's our education lady, what we call her. because she is going to help us with the initiatives that we're trying to set up with the colleges and going into the schools. So me, I understood that I am a creator. So I've done entertainment, I've hosted celebrity concerts, I've written music, I've thrown community events, Harrisburg's first youth talent show. So I have that entertainment, and I learned here that it's okay to pull other people in from my own community so we can have someone subject matter experts in each. So we're still building. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, dear. One quick ad, if anyone needs to get a headshot that is not doing a pitch, please do that now. Thank you. Next up, we have Sarah Vogelsong with Push Play Performance. Come on up, Sarah. Anything you need to hand in? Good luck.
To your email. Yeah, because the last one, the video didn't work. So I was like, it's like a link for Google, and it should give you the. Yeah, so I didn't know if it would. You can just play that whenever they go. But okay. Okay. Do you want the slides up, or you just want me to play this song? Just play it. Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. I just want to thank M&T Bank. I took this course just to get my business off the ground. The 7 weeks have been immensely educational, and I want to thank the judges for their time and effort for being here today. My name is Sarah Vogelsong, and I'm with Push Play Performance, LLC. We're officially founded in 2021, and it's a sports, soccer, and recreational company. So just give me 1 second, actually. Just gotta slip in something more comfortable here. Okay, girl. And why I do this, they'd say like businesses, people that wear different caps, we all know what that feels like, right? Where you gotta be the accountant, the social media manager, the visionary, the actual runner of everything. That's just how, I just won't put this on, but you get the drifts. But my thing's about shoes. We know what shoes mean to people. We know that when we go on a soccer field, I have to have the right shoes. And this outfit before was my agency outfit, but this is my coaching outfit. This is my teamwork outfit. So soccer is a passion of mine. It's seen me through the darkest of my times, and it took me to the heights. And we'll see some of those photos there. Absolutely. Push play. Isn't that funny? Yeah, so my passion started with soccer. I played college soccer, and I ended up seeing a dark time in that. And push play was something that birthed out of that I wanted to push through, something that gave me fear. What we do is we have 3 tiers to push play. We have the academy that just started this year, where we can train youth players from diverse cultures and diverse opportunities. I'm doing a girls camp this summer, and I did a girls camp 2 years ago. And the second tier is our agency, where I'm a FIFA agent, which means I can represent players of diverse cultures to play professional soccer, maybe Gail's daughter one day. And the third is for a tournament organization. So Central PA Unity Cup birthed about 3 years ago. We're in year 4. It's from Philadelphia, is our big brother. And it is a World Cup style soccer tournament for adults. Now, if anybody has heard anything about soccer this week, the Club World Cup is happening, but next year is the World Cup in America. Soccer is one of the fastest growing sports in America, and women's soccer is going to be predicted to be the 5th largest women's soccer will be the 5th largest sport in the world compared to male and female sports. So soccer is a growing endeavor. The impact I try to make is we are a male-dominated sport. I have come up through many classes. I have lots of licenses, and I was one of few women in all of these classes. I'm one of few women that did the FIFA agency, and I don't look at it as a burden, I look at it as a blessing. To be able to represent, I grew up with boys, I grew up in sports. Sports was there for me, soccer was there for me, so it's my way to give back. I feel like it's very important to be representative in central Pennsylvania. The funding would be diversified into renting spaces. I have the ability to, not this nervously, but to coach people that want to coach. So the thing with soccer is you play the game and you yell at the refs. And my biggest thing is, guess what? You can become a ref. So I have ref courses, I have coaching classes. I have the ability to train other agents up now, and the funding could be diversified through that. Renting the spaces for educational purposes. I have the summer camps this year. I'm looking forward to doing speed training. Everybody wants to be a little bit faster on the soccer field. So speed training equipment and yeah, sorry. So in closing, I just wanted to say that just remember, every time you put on a different pair of shoes, it has a very big impact on where you're walking in your life. We always talk about the journey we walk on, and we want those shoes to be comfortable. We want to push forward. And I want to already say that even if I don't win on a monetary amount tonight, my net worth is my network. And because of I know all of you, I'm the richest person in here. And I just want to say, help me use soccer and sports to solve problems.
Great. Thank you very much for that. Very exciting. I have one question. So identified target clients, how are you going to identify target clients, and how are you going to ensure that your clients are diverse?
Well, we use social media, but as you can tell, I am a social person. Before social media existed, I would say that being out on the soccer field, being the loud person, the energetic person that you see before me, filled with joy, sports always gave me that comfort to express myself fully. It just was a wave of innovation through that energy. We love the final moments of a game where someone could win. We love the camaraderie of sports. It's pretty universal. And the great thing about soccer is it is the biggest sport in the world. Now that I'm affiliated with FIFA, I'm working for the biggest organization in the world. And the diversity already produces itself. So my endeavor is to be educated enough to be respectful and sensitive to all the diversity that's coming my way. It's my job to handle it and to not let it fall. Not what happened to me in college. I fell through the cracks. I made bad choices, and that's my endeavor, is to make sure people coming to me get filtered through with what I should have had there: mentorship, support, and so I think that's the challenge. Ooh, a 30-second question.
What differentiates you from all the other sports supporting activities that are going on in the schools? And what's the incremental benefit that you provide that'll cause somebody to pay you for that service?
Right. Didn't get into that truly, but I think because my background is in counseling, I have a background in mental health services, I have a background in education. That's it. See, she said it. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you so much. Number 5, Miss Alicia Bergman with Clean & Co. Oh gosh, thank you. I'm in my own mind here. So look, you got a couple minutes. Couple minutes to breathe. You got this. John, I almost started without you. I'm so sorry. I almost started without you. You got this. Good luck.
Thank you. Wow, Thank you, everyone, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Alicia Bergman, and I'm the owner of Clean & Co. Chemical-free cleaning here in Central PA. Next slide. Do you use these? Has anyone used these products? So they're pretty popular. They've been around for many, many years. And they are not good. So I took it upon myself in 2023 to really dive deep into ingredients. The Windex is a very wide used product, especially in the commercial industry, that does a great job, but there's so many things that you're not aware of. And on the back of the bottle, it says, keep out of reach of children, call your doctor. So I dove into it to see what the SDS actually says about this. And to my surprise, it says may cause death. So who here would want to have these products in your school, in your home, in your work environment? I don't. And I wanted to take it upon myself to find something that was going to be beneficial to everyone's health, because everyone in this room matters, and what we breathe in and what we put in, our workspace can actually damage us. And ammonia is something that's in Windex, and it causes breathing problems. And my son has really bad asthma, and that actually triggered him to have an ambulance ride to the hospital multiple times, and the long-term health effects and health problems that came to it is when I cleared everything out in my cabinet and started this journey. So we launched a chemical-free cleaning company. So our products are EPA certified. We have had the honor to partner with Penn State, working with children with cancer. I want to have a movement in the community. That's my drive for this. My personal mission was to protect my own family, and it quickly became a calling to help others do the same. So with my many hours of research and looking into other cleaning companies in the area, no one else was offering this. And I knew I found something special, and I have such a passion to help other people and to share and educate them what these products are doing to our health. And I not only want to grow my business in an eco-friendly and eco-conscious approach, but I want to have a movement. I want to have a movement not just here in Central PA. I want to go farther out. I want to go like the whole way to Pennsylvania. Like I want to go in different states. I want to go big, and that's my dream. That's my goal. And I know the community has a huge need for this. So the environmental breakthrough, starting with our community, which would be transformational for the growth of our chemical-free company. The funding would just be so incredible to be able to improve public health, giving the community more awareness on what we're offering in our businesses. And I thank you everyone for your time. Any questions? Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you do next?
Oh my goodness. Well, I want to get deeper into the schools in this area. We've already got into one of the local schools doing some renovation work. I really would love to have like educational workshops and be able to provide digital content so we can spread the word about this. Yes. So we've already partnered with Penn State. We've partnered with some other local companies that do, and then we hit our goal of over 100K revenue in our first year. Yeah. Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job. Okay, number 6, Miss Lisa Lickers, and it's Kingdom Wealth Strategies. She has some handouts. Take it away, Lisa. Good luck.
Okay, as long as you don't run out of time. Okay, I should be good.
All right, everyone. Good evening. My name is Lisa Lickers Ricks, and I am the founder and owner of Kingdom Wealth Strategists, which is actually a financial firm that's helping families and businesses build generational wealth through holistic planning. And so on the next slide, you'll actually see my humble beginnings. I was actually born and raised Buffalo, New York, to a single mom of 4, and I actually became a teen mom myself of 2 growing up. And so as you can probably tell, money was lacking. There wasn't a lot in the household. And so that became my why, right? As I began to learn and self-educate myself around finances, I naturally wanted to help teach others so that they didn't have to do what I needed to do. And so I was actually offered an opportunity in 2019 to work full-time in financial services, which I jumped on that opportunity, and that really is where everything began. As you can imagine, my excitement being able to now be able to help other families build generational wealth. On the next slide, you're actually going to see just some of the things that actually happened. Pretty quickly, I noticed that my excitement slowed, and that was because I started to begin to work with people and realize that the community that I helped to that I vowed to really help and be a resource for, I felt like didn't really need the help. Not didn't need the help, but didn't want the help, I'll say. Or did they, right? And what I realized is that a lot of barriers actually stopped them from being able to receive that. Some of those consisted of mindset, priority, and also exposure to financial resources. And so on the next slide, you'll be able to see our solution that we came up with. Build strong children so that we don't have to repair broken adults. We came up with Legacy Builders Lab, which was born as a preventative program to help youth learn about money management and entrepreneurship. On the next slide, you'll see how we did this. We actually, here, this actually just breaks down a little bit more about the program and what we do as far as like the life simulation labs, business workshops, and more. On the next slide, you'll see our how, and that's through strategic partnerships. We actually have a team of financial professionals with over 30 years of experience, and we also all have great connections in the community, We're in the school districts. We also, many of us run our own nonprofit organizations that we started, and financial literacy and entrepreneurship is a key part of our curriculum in those systems. Young Women's Empowerment Academy, which you have a brochure on, is actually one of our greatest partnerships. So what do? We actually leveraged our relationship with New York Life for the past 6 years. What that allows us to do to be able to train, develop, and compensate our financial professionals, which allow us to have a very low overhead. On the next slide, I'm just gonna share with you a quick proof of concept and a success story. You actually just heard from her, Talisa Jackson. She's actually been a legacy builder in our program since she was 17 years old. The business that you just heard is actually the 4th business that we helped her launch, and she's actually gonna be purchasing her first property by the time she's 26. Next slide. So our ask is that you partner with us to empower the next generation of leaders, just like Talisa. And so what will we use the $5,000 for? $1,500 is gonna be branded curriculum. $1,200 is actually gonna be on outreach and delivery for 3 new schools and nonprofits, $1,300 for portable presentation equipment, and $1,000 is actually gonna be for train-the-trainer programs that we have. And so if I have 30 seconds left, I would love for you all to see the video. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kiani. I'm a future millionaire. This is my company, Bear Beauty, the confidence of young teens. Hi, we are Bees Empowered, and we are future millionaires. My name is Cameron, and I'm a future millionaire, and this is Cam's
Thank you.
Just one more screenshot, and this SOP is finally done. What the?
Why aren't you using Scribe? Scribe?
I heard, yes. Great question. So actually, we're projected to gross $2,000 this year. $150K of that is actually in sales in regards to insurance products and investments. All of our agents are licensed, and we have all of our securities licenses with FINRA. In addition to that, an additional $50,000 will actually come from our Legacy Builders Labs. As we partner with schools and nonprofit organizations, that's where those additional funds would come from. Any other questions? Thank you. Awesome.
Okay, number 7, Giovanna. There she is. Giovanna Graham with Pristine Laundry Service. Do you have anything to hand out? Okay, take it away. Good luck.
Hi. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Giovanna with Pristine Laundry Services. We are a pickup and delivery laundry service. Next slide. My why is because I was working 12-hour days as a truck driver, coming home, having to cook, clean, and do laundry. So I was feeling overwhelmed, and I just needed help with laundry. So my husband ended up helping me out, and that was a relief. But then I quickly realized, like, what happens to people that don't have that help, that can't physically get out and do that? So that's how Pristine Laundry Service came about. And we live in a day and age of convenience. Like, we use DoorDash, Uber, even Giant Direct. So why not laundry? Next slide. And also, the pandemic also grew this business to where it's at, because we didn't want to go to laundromats to get our clothes washed. We wanted it convenient, picked up at our house, so we didn't have to deal with big crowds. So that's also another point. Next slide. Who are our customers? Is seniors, new moms, busy working folks, small businesses like spas, salons. Next slide. Our prices are $1.99 a pound with a minimum of $39.99. Here is one of our laundry bags, and this is $39.99. But if you become a recurring customer of ours, this then goes down to $35.99. We are affordable. It's more of like our competitors are Tide that charges the same, well, $2.99 a pound. And you know, we're a little cheaper than them. And we're open 7 days a week. Next slide. How do we operate our business? Well, we are a wash and fold out of Morris's Laundromat. And then after we wash and fold the clothes, we store all our stuff off our offsite, and that's uptown, right beside the UMPC building. And our service area is 20-mile radius. We go from Carlisle to York and all around central Pennsylvania. Next slide. Our first year's revenue, we grossed $8,000, and some of the things that we put back into it was Facebook marketing. We end up having to do Google AdWords, and we did the home and garden show also. Next slide. That was the breakdown of what I just said. In our second year projections, we grossed $15,000. Well, for right now, we're sitting at $15,000. Our projection is $25,000 for this year. And we are doing some of the same things that we did in year one. We're just doing it in year two, because we know that with Google AdWords, that's where people are finding us. Next slide. And then the next one, because that's the one I know. Some of our milestones, we bought a second vehicle. We rebuilt our website in our second year. And we also upgraded our POS system, and we end up getting a location too. Next slide. Why I'm here and what I need to grow is I need a full-time accountant so I can see where I'm really at and for tax purposes. And thank you guys. That was it. And thank you, everyone. Oh, I'm nervous. But I did it.
Great job with your presentation. That was awesome. I'm glad you got the help that you needed to do your laundry. That was great. And that led to a business idea. I was just curious, you cover a pretty large radius. 20 miles is pretty far. So what does your team look like, so that you can be able to manage the flow of customers that you can get?
Yeah, it's actually just me and my husband right now. We want to hire other people, but we also need funding right now to do so. So we are ripping and running everywhere, to be honest with you.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. And folks, if you can believe it, last but not least, number 8, Miss Frankie. Come on up. So we all know her as Frankie because she doesn't go by her actual name, which is I'm not even allowed to say it. Okay. Jazz Vibes Hair and Beauty. Take it away. Good luck.
Who knows someone in here with hair loss? That suffers from hair loss? How many people that you know that have hair loss have ever been told by their stylist on what to do? All right. Well, my name is Jess Frankie, and I am the owner of Just Vibes Hair and Beauty Studio. We are a holistic hair care and wellness center. My goal is to grow my ecosystem, okay? So my why. At 28, I underwent an emergency hysterectomy. I literally woke up and they told me they had to take my uterus. So that was something I was not prepared for. Thank God I already had my children. I actually had them young as well, as early as 14. So it was just a lot of stress to deal with. With that stress, I ended up losing a lot of my hair. I also ended up having a whole lot of facial acne, body acne, and I completely lost my confidence. I actually ended up gaining over 120 pounds. So with that said, I went to doctors, dermatologists, nobody had the answer. I went to different stylists that looked like me, stylists in the community. Nobody, all they could do was cover it up, put a wig on it, braids, or something of that sort. So I decided to take my love for science and with Google, and I decided to heal myself. I did not want to wear this wig today because I really wanted to be the proof to show you guys I have some of the thickest hair in the city now, and I was bald. So from desperation to solution, personal journey, my mission is to help others be seen. Next slide, please. Oh, I'm sorry, we're there. We're there. Nope, you can go back. So who we are. So as I told you, I already told you guys a little bit about what I do. So what we offer at the salon is we offer low laser light therapy, which is red infolight treatment for scalp therapies. We also offer Ayurvedic solutions, so products like neem, fenugreek, tea tree oil, ACV vinegar, and all that other great stuff that you guys have probably heard about. We also offer training and mentorships to current students along with new professionals. I'm actually a licensed cosmetology instructor as well. I'm on the substitute list for Empire along with PA Barber and Beauty Academy. I also offer scalp therapy, which is basically a facial for your scalp. Next slide, please. So the problem, we all know that hair loss and scalp issues are the buzzword this year. You can Google it right now, it's literally in the top of your Google search. Reason being is because it is kind of just coming, I believe it's not just coming to light, but people are just getting to the space to where they are feeling safe to talk about these issues. 50% of all women of color experience some form of hair loss or scalp issues over their lifetime, and they lack total representation within their community, support, or resources. These are just a couple pictures of some of my restoration. This is a scalp therapy session, literally after one session, no scratching involved. Next slide, please. This is actually 6 months of hair restoration, literally only using Ayurvedic solutions, topical solutions as well. Next slide, please. This is our new head spa that we actually just brought into the area. I actually just opened that June 1st. You can go to the next slide, please. Our market opportunity. As you guys know, beauty is one of the largest growing industries in the world. It's averaged at $677 billion worldwide. It's estimated to be above $1 trillion by 2030. All that is statistics that you can find on Statista. Women spend an average of $3,000 per year on beauty, according to Groupon. And we all know that self-care is very important. Next slide. So right now, our revenue model is service-based and holistic treatment packages. We also have product sales. So I've partnered with Salon Interactive, Cosmoprof, and Salon Centric to offer a platform store. We receive 25% commission for that. I also am a growth partner with Nutrafol. It's for hair growth supplements, and I do receive a 25% commission on that as well. We do low tension and protective styling for all women of color, mentorship, and online platforms for aspiring stylists. We also collaborate with other functional wellness professionals for events and resources. And in 2023, we actually crossed, by myself, $84,000 just in my first year, with 30% every year since then. So right now, I think I'm already at 100,000, and we should be at 200,000 by 2026. Next slide. Right now, we're booked at least 80 to 90% for weeks out, and our clients travel across city lines to reach us. We are definitely in need. Thank you. Have a nice day. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, questions? Thank you. Thank you. So as of right now, I do need to hire stylists. However, I need working capital to do so. Right now, I literally, like I said, just invested. All of my funds, all of my savings, private savings, went to making sure I can clean up my credit to be a personal guarantor. So I would just need some working capital to get at least 2 stylists through the door, at least pay them for a couple weeks so promo can keep the ball rolling. I'm a trichologist. So as I stated, we're growing my ecosystem. That is actually a part of my brand. It's a part of who I am. So I naturally mentor, I naturally teach everyone that comes through my salon, everyone that meets me on the streets. I've pretty much got something to offer. I give free consults standing in line all the time.
I appreciated the science reference, obviously, and I think what you do is artistic at that same time, so that intersectionality, I think, is a great thing and very inspiring for young women, so thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Please do. Please do. No, not exactly what I do. Not within 45 miles. I'm sorry I didn't finish the rest of my presentation. You guys would see that. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Congratulations. So congratulations, everyone. You gave your pitch. You guys all did a phenomenal job. Congratulations again. So now I'm going to turn it over to Miss Gail, and she's going to announce what happens next.
Right. Okay, so we're going to let our judges go and run through the line so that they can get some food. Mr. Blake Lynch, where is he? Outside or? Oh, there you are. Hi, honey. He's going to be he's going to keep you all deliberating and moving forward. So you'll follow him to wherever he's going to take you. Feel free to stop by and get something to eat, though, because, you know, we had pasta rante come in today, so you'd want to get some of that. And then we'll let them go through, and then we will allow all of the rest of you to jump into line, and then when you get back, we will do our graduation ceremony. Sound good? Awesome. Nice work.
Folks, I think they're just about done. So if you guys want to go ahead and head over, grab some food, and then come back. Thank you, everyone.
You're announcing.
Yes, and they are. Okay. Not the girl with the boot. All right. She is. She is? Because she told me I was. I don't want to do it. So now, here, okay, you're announcing? Announce, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, someone announce the names, okay.
Okay, it's time for graduation. Hold on. I don't want to get anything on there. All righty. Yeah. Round of applause. Thank you. Okay, here's how it's going to work. We're going to call your name. You're going to come down. We're going to give you a hug. And then you're going to go over here and get a picture with the lovely Sten, who's going to be taking your picture with your certificate. So you do whatever you need to do. Okay, first one.
Audrey Acosta. Anaya Sergio. Not here? I don't think she is. Alicia Bergman. Not here either. John Bivens. Sorry, Frankie. Terry Bird. Congratulations. Because she graduated. Urabel Espinal.
I actually Googled what a psychologist was.
You did? Congratulations. Tierra Fowler. I don't think she's here, is she? Giovanna Graham. Oh, here she is. You don't want to give hugs? Shamika Harris. Talisa Jackson. Maybe I'm in the wrong one. Irvin Jones. Nope. Lisa Lickers.
No, she's right here. Frankie Murphy. Different one.
Frankie Murphy. Joseph Mwenda. David Overton. Nice job. Congratulations. Cindy Peralta. She's not here. I don't think she's here. Alicia Perry. Tatiana Roberts. Michael Rodriguez. He's right here. Andrea Perez. Is she here? Not here. Andrea Surson. Another one. Perfect attendance. Printess Shaw. Shawanda Sims. Sorry, you're saying like because my name is spelled Lorena and everyone mispronounces it that I do the same, Madonna? Is that what you're telling me? I'm sorry, darling. Blaine Simpson. He had perfect attendance until now. Sarah Vogelsong. Maisha Webb. Maisha. Madonna. Why don't we have Madonna doing this? She's much better than me. Jordan Zabady. Perfect attendance. Did I miss anyone? I don't think so. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations on your graduation.
That'll happen in the next week or so. So I got to tell you, it was really, really, really tough. The numbers are just, it's amazing. So congratulations to all of you.
Yes. Yeah. I know we have a couple of minutes, so we'll save some time on the back end. How's that? While we wait for the judges to wrap up. How about just some open comments on, this year? I think, as what Gail and I have said many times, we literally change the program on an annual basis based on everyone's feedback. And so feedback is a gift, and we'd love to hear from all of you. So how about some general takeaways? The good, maybe the not so good. We won't talk about the ugly. How's that? Oh, you're gonna make me run to you. Chuck it. Here.
One of the things I want to definitely thank M&T Bank, NHU, and the one thing I want to thank you guys for is going into a bank is always, there's no politically correct way to say it, it scared the shit out of me. It was always something that was terrorizing, and now I'm actually looking forward to go seeing your guy at the local branch because it's like I consider him a friend. And you just took away the whole banker thing that's in the movie. Because you try to fix your credit, you try to get this, and then I'm thinking, okay, my plan's not here, my fiscal plan's not right, and I don't want to approach you guys and look like whatever. And truly, you and your team made it that you're human, and I appreciate that a lot and learned so much. Thank you.
Thank you. No, good to hear. Good to hear. I think banks often look very institutional, whether it's us or everyone else in the community. So if we give you the opportunity to feel comfortable walking into any financial institution's doors and feel like you can be empowered to ask questions about your own financial health, that's the biggest takeaway, right? What else? What could we do differently? Any other highlights? You want to yell? Because this is so far away. Okay, at every session? Love it. Okay, so add a little bit of extra time for questions and answers at the end of every session. Does that eat into what do you? We'll have a survey for you guys, but then everyone's maybe staying till 8:15. Is that a we're here already? Does it matter or? Okay, well, so next year I'll be like, they said. Okay, all right. What else? What other feedback? Yeah. Here, I'll just give you the mic. You're close enough.
I just want to say personally, I think just being able to be in a room with so many amazing people and like you guys have the community partners that came in, like everyone was so welcoming and us just reaching out to them, whether it was for like consultations or just reaching out to them outside of the program. I think that was a big takeaway for me, especially a startup business, like coming in, just really being every week writing down names that I was able to like contact outside of the program. So that was very big for me.
We actually will have a resource guide that we're going to send out, which is follow up, and it'll have everyone's contact information from all of the panels, all of the weeks, so you guys can tie back for reference. And then if there's anyone in particular you want to reach out to with any questions or any of us, you'll have everyone's contact information. We'll also send all of the PowerPoint slides that were used every week, so you'll have them. So let's talk more resources.
Awesome. So just to piggyback, everything was great. All of the presentations, the speakers, all of the sessions, we learned a lot of great information. The only thing that I would say is maybe encouraging participants next year to just say, hey, start preparing for your pitch now, right? Day one. Your presentation, that, because having to do that in 1 week was a lot. So that would be the only thing that when the speakers, like the past participants came and spoke and gave like advice of what you would have did, that's one of the things that I wish somebody would have said is like, hey, prepare as if you're going to pitch, whether you get selected or not, right? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Okay, so one more, just because he.
I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna help you. No, it's okay. I just want to say thank you to everyone, especially M&T. Thank you to everyone that came, brushed shoulders with. It's actually been a huge blessing. I just want to point out that the attitude of everybody was just so positive, and I don't want anyone to take that lightly. The attitude, they say network is your net worth. I also believe your attitude determines your altitude too as well. And I truly love being here. I actually born and raised in Harrisburg, moved out when I was 17 to go down south, and been there and back for pretty much like 8 years, and I never knew something like this existed. So, I just don't want anyone to take this for granted because, I had to go down south because I believed that there was more opportunity, but now I'm seeing that there is more opportunity up here too as well. It's just as equal opportunity. So I just don't want anyone to take this lightly. Like, this is actually why I left Harrisburg, to be around more business folks, but this is proving to me that it's already here in Harrisburg. So I appreciate all you guys, and thank you.
Thank you. Okay, folks. It looks like the results are in. And I see all of our esteemed judges back. And I feel like Blake took care of them. I'm going to turn it over to Blake. Blake Lynch, everyone.
Hold on, I'm being told to pause. Absolutely.
Go ahead with that so it's not weird. Listen, before we do, because we know what'll happen, we'll get through this and then no one will stay, and everyone will be talking. So, just on behalf of Gail and I, and everyone that's helped out, we'd really like to thank everyone for coming, for being so engaged every week. I know the first day we kind of put you on the spot and we're like, okay, you're in front of a group of strangers, tell everybody why you're here and who you are. And just to see some of the relationships that have grown, to see people high-fiving. Who said to me, one of you two said to me earlier, I don't want to sit here, it's John's spot. And I'm like, oh, everyone has spots, right? And so over like a 7-week period, like there is an element of familiarity and really just some genuine care and love for each other in the room. And we start off the entire program by saying, again, don't forget, like your network is your net worth. All of us are only professionals in our specific roles, but all of you have done the unthinkable, which is dive out there, run your business. You're passionate, and you should be so proud of yourselves, right? Absolutely. So with that, we're so excited and proud again to be partnered with, I don't know where Madonna is, but you here? Okay, there she is, with CIE, which is powered by Harrisburg University. Such a great partnership for us here, and they've been gracious to let us kind of just come along for the ride for 4 years. So we're excited for that and to continue it. So very excited. Thank you, judges, for coming here today. I think, did Deetra have to leave? She is? Okay, she's grabbing meatballs, is she? Okay. But Ski, Deetra, who's here, Mary, John, and Crystal. So thank you. A round of applause for our judges. Yeah, and week after week, we talk. Okay, you guys showed up every week, right? So, and you've had to put in the work and the homework. I've shared. We all, every single one of us actually in this room has a day job, right? And we're all. This is the side of the desk, whether it's learning, growing. For us, it's being able to pour back into the community and allow there to be a connection to individuals who maybe you didn't know existed in the community. But for that being said, we've got a lot of partners, a lot of our own colleagues who have been here week in, week out, who really just love being a part of it. So, maybe a couple of the M&T folks, can you guys stand up? Because some of you have been here every single, Ange, come on, you gotta stand up. Mr. Hosey, you need to stand up as well. You are here in the second week. Okay, well, you still count, but no, but thank you again for all of the help. It takes a village. This is the village, and we're going to continue on. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. And Blake, if you are unhappy, talk to Blake.
No, I was just making sure everyone was okay and corralling all the votes. So first of all, again, give yourselves a round of applause for putting in so many weeks. You did an amazing job. It was not an easy decision at all, and to get everyone's opinions unified definitely was a village effort. So again, definitely always learning throughout this entire process. So we're gonna begin with third place, right, Rachel? All right. Third place for this evening is Kingdom Strategies, Wealth Strategies. So if you can come up, take a picture with the ladies from M&T. Congratulations. All right, I think we're gonna pause for pictures with the M&T and yeah. Bringing over the glow light, so. We upgraded from cell phone pictures. Congratulations. All right, so this is where we kind of build a little bit of anticipation. Tell a joke. Tell a joke. All right. No, I'm not. I'm trying to think of all the kids' jokes that my kids tell me. Why did the banana go to the doctor, Natalie?
Well, I want someone to guess.
Oh, Jesus. All right, who wants to guess Natalie's joke?
No, but that's actually good. No, it's because it wasn't peeling well.
So Rachel's like, I will come to help you. I'm helping you. It's a good. All right, Rachel, we ready? All right, second place for this evening. Again, round of applause. Clean & Co. Clean & Co. All right. So, you have any more jokes, Natalie? I'm trying. Dad joke, kid joke. All right. I'm thinking. What's, all right, see, I was about to start. Never mind, go ahead, let.
Okay, what's a guitarist's favorite Italian food?
That was a good one, yeah. I will give you that. And Rachel saves the day once again. All right, here we go. We are ready. Grand prize winner, round of applause. Drum roll. Congratulations to Just Vibes. Just Vibes. Congratulations. Miss Just Frankie. Come on up and take your photo and grab your check. Congratulations. All set? Congratulations again, Just. All right. And again, remember that each week, what you learned, what you discovered more about yourself and also everyone else. So your network is your. And does anyone remember kind of my parting words from my week, that kindness always wins? Kindness always wins. So please do that, and thank you again. So if we can have our first, second, and third place winners come to the front to take a group picture, that would be great. Congratulate everyone on their way out.
Yes.
Oh,
I just want to
Gail.
say congratulations
And then
to everybody. Yes,
and then everyone
everybody,
in the
please
room.
come get in a picture.
After that,
But
thank you.
I want to say congratulations to everybody here. Thank you for making the commitment. Thank you for investing in yourselves. I can't wait to see where your businesses go. Please keep us updated. And you guys have my email. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out. We love you.
Judges, we need you in the pictures too, please, for the group picture. Everyone, come on
Everyone,
up.
come to the front. Judges, come on, you too. Everyone in the picture. We're gonna do it by height, so come on, let's self-regulate a little bit. I can already tell you, he's gonna tell you to move in. So if you can get a little closer to the center,